Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, so good morning to everyone in cold land. Today is January 28th, and it's 9 degrees, 9 with a F, 9 because it is freaking cold. All right, that actually means Fahrenheit, but yeah. So I just wanted to talk about a car. I probably already did one like this, but I'm doing it again because I feel like doing it. There's not much to talk about, but besides to say this is a 1990 Buick Century. And honestly, this car is a car that one of the cars that I owned. I was going to say also that um it was a good car. It rode pretty smooth, but the coolest thing about this car was the captain's chair. It was a recliner chair. It had everything you could think of. I call it the captain's chair. Okay. I know other people call it different things. I'm sorry. But I felt like I was the captain in it. And that's my thing. Um this is a 1990 Buick Century. I bought it probably around 2006 or so. These cars for me are hard to find. I don't see them. I really don't even see them for sale on the internet. Um, for me, I I do notice like in the South, shout out to like, you know, North, South Carolina, and so on. I did notice that people still have those cars, but they have a lot of cars down there. It's a different life. But here in Jersey, where things rot, speaking of that, my car has a bunch of salt on it that I need to get washed off my car because it's just rotting it. Here in Jersey, we don't have that. Um, we don't have the Buick Centuries. But most of them come in like a dark blue. I have noticed. Now, I'm not gonna like this. Oh, this was one of the interiors. That's the seat. One thing I gotta tell y'all folks about the Buick Century, and after I think I forgot. No, that's true. It did. So one thing that's cool about this 1990 Buick Century is this right here. It is one long sofa. There is no divider. There's no divider there. It's one long sofa couch. So if you ever wanted to do something like put your arm around your girl, or if you wanted to add an extra person in the car, you can do that. I forgot about that feature. The 1990 Buick Century, when it comes to that, to me, it's just a great car. Cars like this are family-orientated cars. Cars that have a huge sofa seat in the front. The cars that have dividers these days, I think that that's why society is so polarized, is because of the cars. Not like, it's a joking sense. I'm not like, but there is some truth to that. Because the cars these days, they all have bucket seats. They've gotten rid of the family traditional nice, like, interior is just not like that. Like the interior is nice, but it's nice for the individual. No one is like, trying to, be next to each other in the car. But that's because that is a mindset. You know, back in the day, a car was an experience that everyone was gonna enjoy. Now it's like, are we there yet? So, anyway, I had 2 kids with this car. 2. Um, I really didn't have any problems with it. I hit the front. I was younger, but I did get into an accident. I worked very hard one day, and what it was that I was about to make a turn, and I couldn't put the brakes on hard enough. The air conditioner was so cold, and honestly, the seat in this car is so comfortable that you will go. That's the back of it. You will go to sleep. You will. You will go to sleep in this car. That's how comfortable that seat was. Seriously. No joke. It wasn't heated, but the heat in there was great. The air conditioned, ice cold. Um, you know, riding in it, very smooth. It's a Buick. So, um, but yeah, this car was hot. Hot in a way where I liked it. I thought, let me see, I don't really have nothing on here, but let me see something real quick. Yeah, as you see, I have to. Yeah, I'm a carpenter, so I do wood, but let's just. It reminds me I need to get on this phone. Something just drew me to this. Because, you know, this is where the pictures are at, Pinterest. I'm not really seeing anything like super spectacular. It's a crazy interior look, but it's actually pretty hot. I like that. I'm gonna put like hooked up. I wanted to see something like, I know somebody loves this car a lot. It is an old man's car. And a lot of people used to really get at me because honestly, it is an old man's car. I'm not gonna go over 10 minutes. I don't really see like, nope. Well, I have seen them with rims. I have seen them with tinted windows. You know, um, the body was all steel. But if I come out with, if I find later on, and this is kind of hot. There you go. Right? That's pretty hot. I like the rim setup on that. That's nice. Took me a minute to find it, but I didn't want to go without something flashy. Oh, here it is. It won't let me click on it for whatever reason. There it is. There it is. That's pretty hot. I like it. Oh, no, heck no, boy. Y'all up and done it. Oh, no, heck no, boy. Y'all up and done it. That's what I wanted back in the day. I wanted nice rims, tinted windows. I wanted that on all my cars back in the day. But you know, when you have a family and you're taking care of everybody, which I was Mr. Hero. I'm still Mr. Hero. Um, but back then I was the only one working and I had 2 children. You ain't putting no rims on your car. You gotta buy Infamil, you gotta buy Similac, you gotta buy food. I'm still trying to come up though. Now, I'm still 20, almost 20 years later, I'm still gonna come up. I don't care. But anyway, I just wanted to show you all that real quick before we get too far out of scene. I hope y'all enjoyed this 1990 Buick Century. One again, I'm gonna be putting out more videos and here, hold on. I'm gonna go to real quick. Let me see I didn't even talk about any specs or anything with this car, but it's all good. I'm gonna be making more videos, and there'll be more time to talk about specs and other things. I personally wanted to talk about my experience with this car because, um, you know, when I'm gone, you know, at least there's some information out there somewhere about me. Um, yeah, I drove that car in New Jersey, and I had 2 children with it. I had Jeremy and Jeremiah. They're both 16 months apart, and I really love this. I really loved it. I loved it because I had 2 boys. I had to let the car go. I messed up the front end on it right here, and then I ended up changing the whole nose. Very easy to change. Two lights. There was like maybe 7 to 10 bolts underneath. The top could have came off with the bumper, but I just took the bumper and the top off in one shot. And a lot of them, I noticed though, that it was either this side or this side. It wasn't the steering on a car, you couldn't cut it real hard. So if you needed to get yourself out of a jam, that this car wasn't the car for that. Obviously, you could tell, right? This is a very cruise loving car. All right, that's it. Peace.